Yeah, my name's Ryan Aylward, and I work with the National Weather Service. My position is the Warning Coordination Meteorologist here at the National Weather Service office in Eureka, California. So my job, what I do is I work with emergency managers. I talk with the public and train spotters. I do all sorts of things that are working with the public and people outside of the National Weather Service specifically. So what we're trying to do is prepare people for any weather hazard or tsunami hazard or earthquake hazard, anything that could potentially be a natural hazard that could affect their lives. So around here, tsunami is a huge one. Earthquake's a big one just because it goes with tsunami. Tsunami is something that's underneath the National Weather Service, so it makes sense for us to be preparing people for both hazards. But then here in Northwest California, some of the biggest things are actually the stuff that you don't really think about. It's the cold water. Northwest California, the water off our coast is like 50 degrees. It's really chilly. It's not like California in San Diego or LA. It's very different. And so preparing people for that, to understand that this ocean's not one you mess with. Our waves here can be 20 feet. It's no big deal for a 20-foot wave in the winter. It happens regularly. So for us, the ocean is a totally different hazard than in Southern California, where you worry about, much warmer water temperatures and rip currents. Here, it's the cold water that can potentially cause you to drown. So for us, it's, communicating these hazards that are less obvious, and understanding them here locally. So that's basically what I do. And to get into this career, I went got an undergrad at Indiana University. Then I went to Mississippi State and got my master's degree. Worked in the private sector at AccuWeather for a little while, and then jumped over to the National Weather Service in Charleston, South Carolina, and then out here to Eureka. Big change going from one side of the country to the other. Totally different weather hazards, but it's been a great career, and I really, really have enjoyed it. So to get into meteorology, you really need to look at calculus-based physics courses, and that is how you basically calculate any of the calculations that move the atmosphere. So those were the big things and the challenges for me. I found the forecasting side to be really easy. It's just like it's recognizing the environment. Once you have an idea of how it works, then you can really look at pattern recognition and see how things are going to move into the future. There's little details when it comes into the exact temperature of a day that's not easy, but the general pattern can be forecast that way.